Hello everyone, this is Kweku from Next Gen Windows, and today I bring you a special video. This video is showing off Project Spartan browser from Microsoft, which is Microsoft's new web browser, supposedly supposed to be replacing Internet Explorer. So what I have in front of you right now is Project Spartan on the left and Internet Explorer on the right. So right here is Project Spartan from left to right on the the top bar, taskbar on top, well whatever they call this bar, browser bar. You have your back, forward, refresh, and then you have your URL bar. You have your this is reading mode bar. So if you not reading mode bar, sorry, this is reading mode bar. Basically allows you to shrink it down to reading mode. Let me click my mouse. So you can shrink it down to reading mode, and it allows you to scroll through the web page without any distractions. And then you can click back, and it brings you to the web page with all the ads and goodness on it. And on top of that, they have the favorites, so you can add things to favorites. So if I click that, I can add things to favorites like that. Then over here, they have favorites reading. Basically, this tells you everything that you've done on this web browser. You can view your downloads, you can view your history, you can view your reading list, and you can view your favorites on there. And to get that away, all you would do is click that and it goes away. And then on top of that, you have your make a web note. So basically this works exactly like OneNote. Allows you to make a web note, allows you to draw around things, annotate, allows you to highlight things. If I click highlight, allows you to erase things. Normally it would let you erase things unless this is a copy tool, because it doesn't actually tell you what this is. If you know about OneNote, let me know what this tool does, because I clearly am having issues thinking about what this tool is. But on top of that, you have your text annotation tool. Now what this will do is this will zoom in. If you click and drag over a space, it will zoom in and make a box. And what this allows you to do is add text, so you can be like, you can create some random text, crazy text like that, and then you can move on, and now you have your crazy text just like that. So that's an interesting thing. And then you can have your snip tool, so it allows you to snip little pieces of what you've done, and that's pretty interesting to see. I don't even know what this is, but that's weird. But basically, that's what it allows you to do. It allows you to snip things, basically cut things apart. Then you got your save and your share tool, which shares it to your Windows Store apps, or your Windows apps. That's what they call them now, Windows apps. And then you can hit close just like that. So it's a cool interface on Project Spartan. And then right here, the final thing is new window, zoom, and then you have find on page, which this is what it looks like now. You can actually click that and hit drop downs to see what's on the page. The giant X button to go away. So you're always seeing what is there. And then you can hit all the settings and do stuff. You can turn on Adobe Flash Player, turn it off, which is amazing. Help protect the PC from malicious websites with smart screen filter. You can do a lot of things here that you can just manage. And if you want to clear your browsing data, you can do that, and you can just check off and clear browsing data, which I don't feel like doing because I have not really used this thing but on Facebook. So let me zoom out to 100 so that everything is clear again. So that's Project Spartan. I almost called it Internet Explorer. That's Project Spartan. That's supposed to be a replacement of this browser right here, Internet Explorer. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a brief benchmark style test. And what this is going to be is, I haven't even really come up with it yet, but what this is going to be is like the scrolling speed of the browser, whether there's any jerks that I noticed. And remember, this computer that I'm using it's a gaming computer. It's 8 gigabytes of RAM. It is 1 terabyte hard drive, NVIDIA GeForce 760 GTX, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760 graphics card. Basically, it's a gaming PC, so I wouldn't have that many little quirks about that's going on in terms of performance. And it's got a Core i5, one of the top end i5 processors. So all I'm gonna do is scroll down really fast with my gaming mouse, and I'm just gonna, we just want to see, basically, we just want to see just how how smooth it scrolls. So we're gonna see that it's a little stoppage going on, and yeah, but it's pretty smooth. It was a little jerky before, like before I made this video, but now we're gonna try Internet Explorer. So Internet Explorer, it's about the same thing. It does stop in certain areas, but I feel like it's only stopping on sections like here. Notice how it just stopped perfectly right there. See, it just stops right there. It snaps right above the section, but this doesn't snap right next to section. So that's another thing. But I could possibly just zoom in and maybe it'll do that. So let's see if I zoom in, it'll snap. No, it won't snap anymore. So if I zoom in a little bit more, it doesn't snap. If I zoom in like this, it doesn't really snap. And on this, it doesn't really snap. So maybe it was just the zoom that I was doing. But it is pretty smooth on both sides. I don't have a touchscreen right now. This is just the mouse and keyboard setup that I have right now. I don't have my Surface Pro anymore, but hopefully I get a touchscreen device later on. So that was pretty much the benchmark that I wanted to do on here, is just to see the scrolling speed of the benchmark. That means that if you see my scrolling speed, and I could actually up the DPI of this mouse and make the scrolling speed even worse, even crazier. You could see pretty much how smooth it is. So we can see that, scrolling down and then scrolling down. And last thing I have to do here is I have to show you guys, I have to tell you guys what's going to come up next in the next video that I'm going to do. Obviously, if you haven't noticed already, the Surface 3 tablet, not Surface Pro 3, the Surface 3 tablet is out now. Well, not out now, it's out for pre-order. And I'm going to talk about that in the next video, basically the specs, comparing it to the Surface Pro 3. It's like older brother and big brother, older big brother, and talk about, just talk about the little facts going on around the Surface 3. So stay tuned about that. As always, enjoy what you are doing, and if you have a comment, leave a comment below about this whole Project Spartan. If you've tried it, let me know what it is. Actually, last thing I want to do before I just forget, if you highlight stuff and you right click and hit Ask Cortana, Cortana will actually tell you things like that. And if you want to click this, it'll take you to the web page that you went to provide feedback. But you can actually ask Cortana, and Cortana will collect the thoughts, and you can see stuff like that. Right now, that's the basic feature of Cortana on Project Spartan. Obviously, Cortana is also, built into the taskbar for me too. But that's right now the only thing that's left on there. So yeah. And then, so once again, if you have any questions about this browser, any questions about the new build, how to get the new build, whatever it is, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm pretty sure me or someone else will answer the question for you. So yeah, this is Kweku from Next Gen Windows, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.